Now, do your kids go to school next week at all or no?
No, we get a whole next week off.
Spring break, right?
No, it's for Thanksgiving. Spring break's not till like April.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
No, we go. They have 9 day. We got 9 days off. Me and the kids do. As I go by the school schedule, so I'm not mad about it. YouTube.
Hey, Brenda.
What's up, Brenda? Yeah, I was surprised there was as many kids showed up for school today.
They all showed up.
Not all of them, but most of them did. A lot of kids will try to take the day off before a holiday starts to get an extra day. All of them do it. My kids were begging me last night to stay home and pissed off because I told them no, you have to go to school.
They all wanted to stay home.
Yeah, all of them do it. All the kids do it. Some parents will let their kids do it, and some won't. You'll notice a lot of kids not showing up to school the day before a holiday starts, last day of school.
What do you want, Mia? I'll be right back. Justin, Mia wants to go out. And it's gonna rain all day until 9 o'clock and it hasn't started yet, so I thought now's a good time as any. I'll be right back. I mean,
What's up, Jonathan? Yeah, it was like 42 or 43 this morning. We got on the bus. Yeah, it was pretty cold this morning in my area. Uh, yeah, we have our cold times of the year. It doesn't get below freezing very often, but yeah, it definitely gets in the 40s and 50s quite a bit during the wintertime. What's up, Brian? How's it going? No, it definitely gets cold down here. I said you'll know when it's going to drop below freezing because orange grove farmers will start wigging the hell out. They'll start going nuts because they know that their crops are going to get fucked up from the weather.
Well, of course, she went out there, she just stares at me. It's only like 40 degrees out. Oh my God.
She probably likes it. I feel good.
Yeah, it does, but I don't want to see her catch a cold, At her age, she's so old. Maybe I'm overprotective, but I don't know.
Let her enjoy herself. She'd be okay. If she was uncomfortable, she'd come back in the house.
Hey, Waypoint, how's it going,
Because you got to
Jonathan?
remember, generally dogs are usually always hot because of their coats.
Yes,
So that's to her, it probably feels like 60 out.
she's
You
always
know,
warm to the touch,
that's what I'm saying. To her, it probably feels like 60 degrees. So it's probably
or
really
maybe in the
nice to
50s.
her.
Because I notice when she comes in, she's happy to come in because and if you touch her, she's cold.
Dogs just retain heat a lot better than humans do.
Yeah, it is a bit chilly here.
Yeah, I was in the low 40s this morning. Here, took forever for the bus to warm up. Because there's like, if you've, I mean, we all know if you've been in even a modern bus, a new bus, there's like no insulation in those fucking things. The walls are so damn thin, and then 90% of the bus is windows. So, not much insulation. Yeah, but Lisa, how's it going?
There's what it's like here,
It's about the same here right now.
is it?
Just not wet. Yeah, just not wet and cloudy, but it looks, I mean, not wet, but we got a little bit of clouds. That was a good breakfast.
What'd you have for breakfast? Are you making it yet?
No, I went to Sarah's work and went to the cafeteria, got some cheesy eggs, bacon, and some sausage. Then just brought it home and threw them in a tortilla. Made some burritos. They got a pretty good cafeteria at the women's hospital.
Really?
Yeah, employees can go in there and swipe their badges and get like breakfast and stuff. Uh,
Ah,
Sarah can go in there and get me breakfast sometimes. She'll go in there and get me and her breakfast. Yeah, you can, and then they like in the hospital they have a subway too, and you can also use your employee badge in there, and they just do payroll on it.
really?
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I been a couple times we went in there and got dinner for us and the kids, and she just swiped her badge, and then they took it out of her payroll later.
Hey, giggles. DJ still must be playing with his Neo.
Doesn't seem that complicated of a drone. I'm sure I'll
No,
figure it out.
it's pretty loaded with a lot of features that
Right, but you just want
most of us aren't used to using. In other words, like push a button for this and that and whatever, where you had to do
yeah, but
that
if you watch a
on the
couple
controller.
videos on it, you should be able to get it down pretty quick.
Yep.
I mean, there's tons of videos on that fucking drone.
And
The
as
key
I
is
hear
if you
Mark
want,
coughing,
if you're somebody who's real technical, you'd want to find a nice technical type video on it. If you're somebody like TJ is not super technical, he'd be better off finding somebody that does a more simpler, just basic breakdown and this is
right.
how you do this, this is how you do that.
You mean just
He doesn't,
flying around going? "Whee!"
right? He doesn't need to know how to change camera specs and all this other shit. Like he just wants to
Changes
fly the fucking
filters and
thing.
all that stuff. Yep, yep.
Yeah,
Just
he just
fly.
wants to fly it. TJ's an auto person, so he doesn't need to have all that extra shit, you know.
Well,
And
for the most
learning what
part,
a
so
drone
am
does.
I enjoy the flying. I don't enjoy, doing all the extra things.
Mhm.
Right, like if TJ got like a new Air 3, you know, he wouldn't need to know how to do the camera aperture and all that stuff unless he wanted to learn it. But the way he currently flies, he wouldn't need a video showing him all that shit. He'd be good with just a basic breakdown of this is how you turn the controller on, this is how you connect it, this is how you take off, this is how you do the basic quick shots. Done and done. And then he'd already have pretty much the basic flight characteristics, all that stuff down already from previous experience. I never really looked at camera stuff either, to be honest with you, and I'd watch videos on certain drones. Because I didn't really care to do fuck with the cameras like that. The only thing I ever looked up for cameras was like how to control the gimbal speed and all that when I first got my first drone. Because when I got the Mini 2, that bitch was set all the way at like 100 default, and the freaking you would hit the wheel to scroll to point it down, and it would just move instantly, boom, and it looked so bad. It's a nice. I mean, from what I've seen, Lisa, it's a nice little drone for the price and what you get in a little package. Not bad. I mean, I think about the only complaints anybody's had with it is flying it inside, and that's only been half the people that have gotten it. The other half don't seem to have an issue with it.
It has the same kind of problems outside when you're in dark shadow.
See, I'm wondering if some of them either if they use two different sensors in two different batches of the drones, like maybe they ran out of one type and they decided to use like some different ones they had, or if they just had a really bad batch of sensors they didn't realize were all bad, and you know, big chunk of drones got those sensors.
Yeah, I mean, Kelly Shaw and Chris Waters, they tried it outside and put tape over the bottom sensors to make it think it was dark. And it went haywire.
Oh, that makes sense. But did they have problems flying it indoors without like
Yeah,
just regular?
that's why they tried it outside.
Yeah, because then there's been other people like Sean Geeks Flying. He was actually on the panel with us that day, and he flew it around in his office just fine.
it depends on how bright the floor is underneath it. Because when they went behind like dark screens they had in the photography studio kind of thing, it
Oh,
went
Dan.
fire. But when they went behind a light colored screen, it didn't.
Oh,
Comes
interesting.
Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hey,
I was just wondering how TJ was doing with his Neo.
Ah, Jonathan. I caught that.
yeah, I don't think it's the sensors. I think it's the software. I
Oh, it
think
could be
they've
either
got
one
to
of them.
tweak something.
Ray Kelly had Jeremy on as a guest yesterday, the guy that sent TJ the drone. And he was saying how he spent all morning trying to explain it to TJ and sent him a 37-minute video about it. I said, yeah, we tried and explained it to him yesterday evening as well and got nowhere.
The problem is he has to sit and watch a video and really concentrate on it.
Yeah.
Because when he's on a panel and 10 people are trying to tell him, push this button, push that button, everybody's talking over each other, it doesn't really help him. He just gets more confused.
Yep.
He'll figure it out though. It's really not that complicated. I mean, I don't even have one and I've seen enough of just people playing with them. I could figure it out in probably 20 minutes.
Yeah, I turned my
Laura said,
computer on
Joe,
this
did you
morning.
get my message?
No, I'll look in a minute. No, I tried to get on the computer this morning and my display ports weren't sending the signal to the thing. To the monitors. I went in the back, unplugged them, plugged them back in, and they work. Why? That happened to me about 3 months ago. One of them wouldn't get a signal.
Dan, I would ask Corey about that next time he's in the chat because he plays Halo.
How'd
I've
you send
played
the
it a few
message?
times, but I know he plays it all the time. Maybe he has something about that. I don't know.
How you send a message, Paul?
What's that?
How'd you send me the message?
I mean, I've played online Halo and haven't had no issues with it. I haven't played the story mode, but I have played the online. I have it on the computer. I haven't played in a while, but I was playing it for a good solid couple months. About 6 months ago.
What did you send in the message on, Paul? Was it a text or messenger or what?
I didn't send it. It was Laura said she sent Joe a
Oh,
message.
right.
Is that
Well, it
the,
sounded like you said you sent it to
It
No.
did.
me.
It was in the chat. Laura says, Joe, did you get my message?
Well, if it's Laura, I'm not gonna look.
I don't know,
I know
Joe.
better
She's
than
been
look.
pretty nice to you lately.
Yeah, she's just planning something.
you see that issue they had, Dan, with Flight Simulator? The new one? It was taking people, it took almost 2 days for some people to be able to finally log into it. And then now people are complaining because they said it's not much of an upgrade from their previous Flight Simulator. They kind of hyped it up to, and it's really not all that. I don't know. I haven't played either one of them, so I'm not sure.
The server probably got more information out of their computers than loaded into their computers.
Hold on, what?
You know, AI, the server that actually sends you the stuff, probably got more out of accessing your computer than your computer got out of accessing the upgrade.
Hold on, that I'm still trying to process that.
Well, think about it.
What
Yeah,
If you go do an upgrade you've got to access the AI of whatever it was. And the AI then has access to your entire computer. And it says, yeah, loading, we're loading, we're loading. But that doesn't say we're unloading, unloading, unloading.
Hey,
Talking about Flight Simulator?
It does usually. It just says downloading, then installing.
I'm still confused by it.
Well, AI has gotten so technical now
don't see it.
that
Anyway,
you got to be careful with anything. Like if you get something that says you need to download this, or you're incomplete, we need to download. You got to be careful.
Yeah, but what are you talking about though? Like,
What I'm
what are you
talking
protecting?
about is
What do you
you said that everybody said it was taking forever to download.
No, to log in because their
Oh.
servers weren't working. They were having issues with the launch, was what it was. It had nothing to do with AI.
Okay, I misunderstood. I thought you were talking about it was.
That's why you were confused with me. I was like, what? No, it's just they came out with a new version of the game. The last one was released in 2020. They now release the 2025, 2024, whatever year it is that they put on it. But it's not much of an upgrade in like what you can do in the game is from what I've seen from a few videos, that's what they were saying. And the game isn't cheap neither. Talking about the game and then all the add-ons for it, all the DLCs and stuff, it can get expensive.
Yeah, well, think about how much you've spent buying all the bits and pieces for Fortnite.
how much did Tim spend?
Yeah, and Laura.
I've maybe
Laura
spent,
says Flight Sim is a take it will not load for me at all.
yeah, but the difference between DLCs and like Fortnite is technically you don't need to really buy any of that stuff to play the game. It's just cosmetic.
Yeah.
So you're choosing to buy that. You don't need to buy it. Where DLCs, you have to buy them if you want certain upgrades in the game and stuff.
Yeah.
Same with like David's Euro Trucks, how he said the new DLC's coming out, the new package or whatever for it. It's yeah, you got to pay for that. It's not free. Yeah, it's probably not your end, Laura. They've been having issues with it. J2 did a video on it yesterday. Said it took him and his team 2 days just to be able to log into the damn game. But yeah, I wouldn't think it was on your end. It's probably just a problem on their end. Yeah, I've probably spent maybe at most maybe a little over $100 on Fortnite. I know other people have spent way more than I have. Obviously, we all know Tim spent a lot more than that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tim was spending paychecks.
Well, because those 13,500 V-Bucks, the biggest package you can buy, that's like $89 here in the U.S. So it's probably 100 or a little over $100 there.
Quite a bit.
So, yeah, he's bought quite a few of those. He was buying 2 or 3 at a time sometimes.
Yep.
It don't help you
But
play it, or does it? I mean,
no, it's just cosmetic. Like I said, it's just people like certain skins, and
yeah,
it's a good marketing strategy for Fortnite because it's not pay to play. people are buying it on their own free will. Like you don't have to have it. You can be a badass player with just the basic standard skin they give you. I mean, it doesn't give you any more ability in the game to be any better or anything. So that's why Fortnite's done so well though, is because most games that are free like that are usually pay to play. Every time they
Yeah.
come out with something new, if you don't buy it, you can't keep up with the other players and they just fucking decimate you. So you
Mm.
have to keep purchasing more packages, where Fortnite, you don't have to do that.
So now I got to figure out why my display ports didn't work this morning right off the bat.
Display ports?
Yeah, when it was asleep, right?
Uh-huh.
When it woke up, the display ports weren't putting out the thing, so my monitors wouldn't come on.
The only
I had to-
difference, and it's, I don't know, because I'm not a tech guy, but you plugged in two other components into your computer last night.
Well, that was a couple of days ago, but this
Yeah,
happened
RAM
before.
6. Yeah, but if it was the RAM, his computer wouldn't turn on at all.
Yeah,
Like
but it
it
happened
wouldn't.
before a long time ago. One of them didn't show up. I unplugged it, plugged it in a different port, and it worked.
Yeah, sleep
don't-
mode can fuck with that sometimes. All you can really do is just turn the computer off by your power button.
Well,
and
I
turn
did.
it back on.
I did turned it back on. It didn't. I still didn't have the ports. I did it twice. Didn't have the ports. So then I went in the back, unplugged them for a second, plugged them back in, and they worked.
Yeah, that's just sleep mode. I'm not entirely sure what the cause of that is, but
Yeah, I'm thinking
I've had that.
it was asleep. It wouldn't wake up.
I've had that happen a couple times here and there.
It's aggravating.
Yeah, that's what they call plug and not play.
Yeah. Yeah, because I knew it. The RAM was working. I knew that because the computer's working. If the RAM's not
Yeah.
working, your computer won't come on. But I don't have time. But they have to mess with this every time. I hope it don't do it again. I won't let it go. It won't go to sleep anymore. I'll leave it on.
It won't hurt it. Just put a screensaver on.
Yeah, I know.
It's not gonna hurt anything to leave it on all the time. A lot of people do that.
I used to leave
My
mine
com-
on all the time.
My computer's on all the time. I rarely turn it off. Usually
It's
if I
probably
turn
better for it.
Usually I turn it off. The only thing I usually turn off is just the screens, because Sarah will complain because they're too bright and it lights up the room. So I'll turn the screens off. But
Well, it is. I mean, if something goes wrong, it's more likely to go wrong when you switch the computer on and it gets the power surge.
Right. I just unplugged them and plugged them different, and it worked.
what do you have? 3 displays and 1 HDMI?
2 displays, and they're both display ports.
You should have 4 ports though.
I only have 3.
You only have 3 on yours?
I may have an HDMI back there. I think I got something hooked into it. I don't know what I got hooked into it.
Yeah, see, like mine has 3 displays and 1 HDMI.
That's probably what I have. I may take the HDMI and put it on this computer, so that if the display port's not working, I can click the HDMI, you know?
And it's same with my monitors. They each have 1 display and 1 HDMI port.
Will you
You
stop
can use
talking,
either
please?
one.
Well, today is game day. Big day.
Today is the start of my vacation. Just got to get through this afternoon run and I'm good.
This the team we play tonight, they've got a team in New Orleans called John Curtis. in Jefferson Parish, right by New Orleans. They've got probably about 25 state championships. That's how good they are. So they recruit from all over the state, bring the kids in. The team we're playing is West Monroe, and they're like John Curtis of the North. They've got like 20 straight championships. So we played them tonight, and for some reason, usually they're in the top 5 or 6 seeds. They're number 28, and they kicked butt last week. They're number 21. They kicked butt last week.
Yes, Brian, I would definitely get rid of Norton off your damn computer. Just use Windows Defender that's built into the computer. Because Norton takes up a lot of resources. There's no need to use a third-party antivirus software anymore.
Man, I went to eat this egg just now. I ate this piece of egg. These are the 3 pieces of eggs I got for the dog. I got cut 1.5 now. Want a piece of egg? Yeah, get it. Get it. Get it.
If you were to ask like AZ David, Sean, Corey, any of those guys, I guarantee you they'll all tell you to take that shit off your computer.
Yeah, I have Norton on mine. Yesterday it said Windows Defender disabled. I'm
What?
about to change it over.
Yeah, just delete that shit off your computer. Just go to
I'll
your
keep it on my
add-in.
Mac, you know?
Go to your settings and go to your add and remove programs and just delete that
Yeah.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then get Windows Defender. Yeah. Windows Defender and turn it on. It says it's disabled. Why would it be disabled?
I don't know. That's not.
I wonder if Norton disables it.
I don't know. That was the first thing David and Sean told me to take off my computer when I bought it. They said, get that shit off there. So and Sam, Sam will tell you the same thing too.
I have it on my Mac, but Mac doesn't have any kind of crap, so you gotta have something on it.
No,
They don't
Mac,
have. They
Mac's
should
got
have
it.
their own.
Yeah, Apple's got its own antivirus built into the OS.
Yeah, I was gonna say they should. They're a pretty closed system. I wouldn't.
Well, I
see
thought
them
they
not
did,
having
but
theirs.
I may just get rid of Norton. I don't need it for anything. Main reason I had it is because your passwords were able to move around everything. I've got them all down now.
Yeah, because Windows Defender, they do a security update. Like you'll get multiple security updates every month. They stay on top of it. So
What, Defender?
yeah, that works. It's just not really a necessity anymore to have a third party anymore.
Hmm.
You just make sure you just make sure you keep your computer up to date. Either set it to do the auto updates or just check it once a week.
I keep it at auto updates. Oh, I'm glad I'm not on the interstate this morning.
Jonathan says, can you fix customs? Tell them to stop playing with my emotions and let the birds in the country.
Browns beat the Steelers last night.
Dude, I still got a brand new antivirus package that came with my computer. I've never even opened it up. Still sitting up in the closet. I should have just thrown it away, but I threw it up there. It's been sitting up there.
So yesterday I ordered that 1000, right? That DJI 1000.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And they sent me a notice this morning saying that the order has been canceled. They cannot deliver it.
Yep, so they must not be able to get any more in.
Yeah.
Yep, they must be completely blocking DJI now. So now you just got to order with whatever the hell's in Amazon's warehouses is all you're going to be able to get your hands on now.
I want to see if it's still advertised.
I know the Air 3, I checked Amazon, I think was at Best Buy the other day, and they took the listings down for it.
Same thing. It's still there. It's
But
still there for sale.
But B&H, was it B&H? They said had it still.
Adorama camera has it 2-day delivery.
What, the Air 3?
Air 3S.
They might have they might have some on Stockton or something.
Yeah, I was gonna. I almost ordered it. I came close,
I don't
and I
know,
said,
but
no, I don't
that's
need to spend the money. Hey, Lisa,
good.
what's up?
It's a good precursor to tell you that it's.
Might be the last one you can get.
I'd be worried about keep investing into that shit though. Into any newer stuff.
Well, like I said, it might be the last one you can get. You know.
I was talking about the Air 3S, Jonathan, is what I meant to say. But no, they did. I checked. What was the last? What was it, like 3 or 4 days ago? We were on here, and I checked a couple websites. They didn't have. I don't know. Go on there and check, Jonathan. Don't just go by what I said. I would double check. But when I checked like 3 or 4 days ago, they didn't. They didn't have anything listed. Neither did Amazon. What's up, Lisa? Like I said I would just double check and see what they do have left in stock. You're muted, Lisa.
Wow.
So,
So
Michigan.
we're supposed to go down to 42 degrees.
Same
at
shit,
game
different
time.
day. I figured this was a lot easier than typing.
Yeah, it is.
It certainly is, Lisa.
You're
Lord
muted.
help me.
Looks
Okay,
like
we got to lose that game tonight.
Michigan
Yeah.
State are at home to Purdue.
Supposed to go down to 42 degrees.
Same
at
shit,
game
different
time.
day. I figured this was a lot
Oh,
easier.
Lisa, you got the
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we've got
It certainly
YouTube
is.
playing
YouTube
background.
playing in the background.
Lord. Okay, we got to lose that game tonight.
Am I echoing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
YouTube playing in the background. You got to mute it.
Same shit, different day. I figured this was a
Oh,
lot
Lisa,
easier.
you got the YouTube playing in the background.
Michigan are 4-7, and Purdue are 1-9. They should win, shouldn't they?
Am I echoing?
Yeah, you have YouTube playing in the background. You got to mute it. I'm just gonna mute you, Lisa, but you have to mute YouTube. It's playing in the background somewhere. Yeah, that's what I meant to say was the Air 3S. Yeah, the Air 3 I still saw on some websites, but the Air 3S they had it listed, and they kept pushing the delivery dates back on them, but now they're not even on some of the websites. I think it was B&H. There was one website somebody put in the chat the other day, and I checked it.
Yeah, it
and
might have
they
been
still had
B&H.
it. They still had it listed. But
So
if
we got to lose
if
that game tonight. It's supposed to be 42 degrees. And they said next Friday we're going to be colder. So I don't want to play next Friday anywhere.
Is that better?
I work.
yeah, I don't hear it now.
Hey, Donald.
I don't.
Yeah, and if B&H, I think B&H just hasn't taken their listing down yet, because if the bigger retailers like Amazon and Best Buy can't get their hands on it, they sure as shit ain't gonna get them.
Let's see Adorama. Let's see what it says.
Or even the third party sellers on like Walmart's website can't get them. Yeah, they're not gonna get them.
Yeah, right now, if I ordered it right now, I'd have it Tuesday, it says.
Did you email or call Amazon and ask them why they canceled it? And why is it still listed for sale?
Well, I sent them I told you yesterday, I bought it. Then I said, well, I really don't need it. So I asked to cancel it. So I think it's just my cancellation that did it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Okay,
they
that
told me they
makes
didn't know if
sense.
they could cancel it because go. They didn't know they could cancel it because they'd already sent it to DJI, you know. But the worst part about it, I'm thinking about it. Do I really want it or not? You know, or do I really need it or not? That's my question. Because it's a great deal, $411, you know, for the 1,000 watt.
Hey,
Well, the thing
Lisa,
is,
Hey, Paul, what's up?
I was just out blowing some leaves around, and
Go, go.
next time I probably should wear a coat. It's only 40 degrees out,
It's 62 here.
and it's spitting rain.
I mean, yeah, do you really need it? But like, kind of like Dre was saying, I don't know. You kind of got really volatile weather where you're at too, so I don't know. Would it be good to have around if the power went out? Probably.
Yeah, but it's like, but I've got a little 300 watt one over here. Then I've got that other battery pack they use for the car. You know that can charge all my cell phones up. But I got a little 300 if I needed something. You know.
Well, if you want something for the car, you can always just get a big ass inverter too,
Yeah.
and just plug it right into your car.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide whether I really need it or not. You know, it's not a lot of money. That's the thing. For $411, you know, right now, and it was 1,000 originally. You know,
That
I'm looking
include
at
taxes and everything.
that's everything. It was $411.
On what?
That's pretty cheap.
1,000 watt
That's
power
the
supply.
2,000 watt,
DJI
isn't it?
power supply, 1,000 power supply.
Oh, it's a
Oh,
1,000. It's
okay.
not 2,000. Okay.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
Because I know they got some. That same company's got 2,000 watt inverters for like $400 too.
No, not DJI's got the 1,000. That's it. But they have other ones. The other ones they have them for $800 for 2,000 watt.
Yeah, Anchor and Jackery.
No, no, I know what you're saying, Paul. This one's a 2,600 watt. I think it's 2,600 watt, but
Okay,
they call it the 1,000.
I'll call it 1,000. Okay.
Yeah, and this has got the best specs on it about everything else.
But like
That's
I
why-
said, you're looking at the output specs on it for what it can do. But if you look at Jackery and Anchor, they have a lot of other accessories that can clip onto theirs that DJI doesn't have. Like they have solar panels, they have extra battery packs that you can actually clip onto it underneath it to
Right.
add to it. And you can do up to like 4 or 5 battery packs and make it like a huge ass, literally like almost run a whole entire room off of it.
You can do that with the DJI one.
Do they have the battery pack accessories you can get for it?
I don't know. When Dustin did the review of it, he was going on about all that stuff.
I know they got the solar panels. I don't know about the extra battery packs. I know.
Dre
I
said
know.
yesterday.
Anchor.
Dre said
Go ahead.
yesterday DJI doesn't have their own solar panels, but you can
I
get
thought they
the
did.
connections for them.
Waypoint says it's now
No,
down
they've
to
got the cable, but
379 US.
yeah, add $40 off.
But then you got to pay tax. Yeah, you get the Jackery 1,000. See, this is where the thing is. When you look at it, the Jackery 1,000 is a 1,500 watt. The DJI 1,000 is a 2,200 watt.
Hey Joe, you want to move to Oklahoma?
The Jackery 1,000. See, this is where the thing is. When you look at it, we got a Jackery 1,000.
Someone's got an echo again.
Lisa, you got
Lisa,
YouTube
you
playing
got
again.
feedback going.
Joe, Lloyd was saying the other day that because he's a vet, he doesn't pay sales tax or property tax or anything in Oklahoma.
Lucky
Yeah,
dude.
we're getting ready to have that. Yeah, they're right now fighting over taking taxes away, making flat taxes for people and veterans and all of that right now. They're fighting over it right now.
Hmm. Hey, Lance.
Waypoint says you can get it for $405.53 with tax here and 5% back on with the Amazon card.
Well, Joe, only you can decide whether you really need it or not, you know?
Yeah, that's the
'Cause
thing. Do I need it or
I've
not?
got lots of those things sitting around here too. It's like, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, I know. Even if it's just to run my stupid fan during a hurricane, just to have breeze going, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
That's
what
what
I'm
I'm
looking
saying.
at.
Plus, you got to look at, like I said, you could, if you needed to plug your fridge in for a little bit, different things like that.
Yeah,
Well,
I've been looking at those because I've been wanting to get one for when I'm out camping.
No.
Oh, they're a
You
bit
just
on the
gotta
heavy
just-
side for camping, those. You want a small one for that.
Right. Good afternoon, everybody.
Well, it depends.
Hey, David.
Dave?
Is he
Hey,
doing
what's
it?
up?
Right.
What's up?
I'm just going to wind you. I've been listening for a bit. I'll
Hi,
wait
David.
for
Please
someone to
don't.
say something
No.
stupid. And Captain Joe's just done it. He just said, even if it's to power my fan in a hurricane to give me a little bit of a breeze. It's a fucking hurricane. How much more breeze do you want?
Just open the window. get a breeze and a shower.
Yeah.
David.
David, this for you.
David got the finger today.
Oh, give that to Laura too, just in case. Never mind, Laura. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And you,
Okay, so
anybody want a
Waypoint
dog?
says that DJI is selling that with a 100-watt solar panel. See, Dre said yesterday they didn't have their own solar panels, unless that's a different company that they're just selling it as a bundle. I don't know.
Is DJI selling for the same price with the solar panel?
It's $527 if you want the solar panel through DJI.
Oh wow.
I think it
Yeah, I
can
got a
take,
few saved on my wish list.
it can take up to 500 watt solar panel.
Yeah, I
Oh,
got
the
a few of
solar-
those power banks saved on my wish list. Can't make up my mind what I want.
Morning, Brenda.
I bought a little 240
Back
watt
in a minute.
Okay, David.
that was only about 120 quid, 110 quid, something like that.
Lance said we needed to let Dre know he got screwed. I tell Dre that every other day, Lance.
What are you telling Lance?
When I
What?
I know that when the BMW's battery went flat, I took the battery charger and my power station out to the car and put it in the boot because the battery's in the boot. And plugged it in and it charged it up for about 3-4 hours. Gave it enough to make it so it'd start.
Okay, the Anchor 1000, it's 1800 watt, peaked at 2400 for 449.
you called him out, Lance. He's here now.
Hey, hey.
Hey.
Today.
I'm always lurking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know you got to watch
Hey,
him like a snake.
Lance started it this morning, not me.
Oh, I saw his little note. But I say, whatever solar panel they're bundling with it, you're still paying more money for it. I already got solar
Yeah.
panels from my other one. So you just tell Lance to hang on to his knickers before he has to start swimming today.
Yeah, Dre, you be able to tell them, can you add extra battery banks onto it?
Extra battery banks at DJI?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't research that part. I know, but Anchor does that, and Jackery has that capability, having multiple banks. I guess you call it running circuit mode or
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Hello, Philip.
Yeah, I think on the Anchors you can do up to like 4.
They run in parallel.
Yeah, parallel, that's
Yeah.
the word.
Yeah.
Parallel.
Yeah,
Well,
if you
look,
run,
Lance,
I'm
if
reading,
you
it
run them
doesn't
in
say you can-
parallel, the voltage stays the same. If you run them in serial, the voltage increases.
well, Lance trying to start shit again, Dre. DJI 1000 for 408 today.
Can't hear y'all.
What do you mean 408 today? It's 419 still.
Well, he's just trying to start shit with Dre.
Yeah.
No,
He's
I
trying to get
haven't
Dre
got my
riled
morning
up.
hot chocolate ready yet.
So if you know audio,
Trying to
it
get
says
Dre
you're
riled up.
connected, but we can't hear you.
Well, I
Yeah,
tell
it
you what,
doesn't
Dre,
even look
this
like
is
he's
like, I don't
moving.
know if I want it or not.
What's that, Joe? Which one?
I ordered the 1000 yesterday and then I went ahead and canceled it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm
Well,
thinking maybe I do want it, you know?
Well, I thought you had two of them from Home Depot already.
No.
Oh, okay. What did you buy from Home Depot that kept messing up on you?
UPS.
You think of what it was.
I
The
thought it
UP
was a power bank that you ordered from Home Depot, and they kept sending you something else.
No, wasn't that.
It was
Hey,
a
good morning,
UPS.
Jonathan.
Yeah, it was the computer backup,
Oh,
battery
okay.
backup.
Oh, okay. The APS system you had.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember
Yeah.
you had some kind of power thing. They kept sending you the wrong thing.
Well, they sent me the ones that the plugs didn't fit, that wouldn't work right on them. So then I ordered one of them. The picture shows me the plugs the way I want them, comes in the same way. The bigger one. I looked at it. I said, well, I'm going to make it work. And I went
Okay.
down there and played around. And because they had the 2 on the outside, 4 out, it worked.
Lance said,
So I
I'm
was
going to
able to
grab
use
a
that one.
coffee.
It's all working now.
Lance said he's going to grab a coffee and be back on the panel. He's saying there's a $40 off today.
Yeah, somebody said that last
Yeah, there has
night.
been for a couple of days.
Besides the $340 discount, I think it was Al said there was additional $40 also.
Yeah.
Philip,
So
how you
like I
doing?
say, the price is fluctuating up and down. Like I
Still
say,
can't
by the
hear you.
hour and by the day. And now they're adding an extra $40.
No, can't hear me.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah,
Okay,
we can hear you.
Now we hear you.
I can hear y'all now. So I don't know what happened. I'm just saying it's a computer, just like any other.
Yeah, that's the one for
Yeah,
four
you see
nineteen,
that,
right?
Justin, where Lance has put up where it says another $40 off coupon applied.
Yeah.
You click that. So they're already discounted 40%, then you get another $40. So that drops it down to like
379.
370 area. Like I said, you can't beat the deals, man.
That's a nice little Christmas present to me.
I think Lance needs to buy 2 of them just to prove his point to you.
Yeah,
I'm trying to tell you, buy one for the daughter down in San Diego, and buy one for his
There you go.
his little cabin on the island.
or just
And
send it to me.
one in the back of the car makes 3.
Yeah. Yeah, that
But
was
still,
planned.
if you
Don.
bought 3 of them,
we all
Dre,
been
that's
holding back
probably
on
still
wait for
cheaper
you to
than
get a
buying
job, so we
one
gonna
of the
pop
more
on here.
expensive ones, right?
Yeah, that is pretty cheap. But the question is, like, you guys were, like Al was asking yesterday, are
Yeah,
they
that's
going to
the
get
one
through
I'm
customs?
looking at right now that I have saved on my wish list. Let me know if you guys think it's any good.
So I'm wondering if they still have them in stock in the warehouse, if they're being shipped directly from DJI, are they going to actually get through customs?
True.
Because I think yesterday, didn't somebody say they were being shipped direct from DJI on Amazon? I think Joe said that.
Joe,
Yeah,
was it
Joe.
Joe that said that? 'Cause
Yeah.
he said he won't get his until the
It wouldn't be the 8th or the 4th or the 5th or something like that.
Yeah.
4th through the 9th.
Yeah.
Well, I think if you plug in a fan, doesn't it send the information back to China?
And Michael.
Yeah.
I don't know about that Lisa, if that'd be good for you or not. Depends on what you want to use it for.
So
Camping.
trying to So China knows what wind speed Joe's fan's at when he's spread eagle in his computer chair.
Yeah.
Need an anemometer for that.
See that right there that you're showing, whoever's sharing it, that's what my Blue Eddy's about that range, and I have solar panels for it.
That's what Lisa's showing you is she's got it kind of pegged. She's looking for something to take with her when she goes camping.
Yeah. I mean, no matter what you give, you got solar panels with it. You're talking about, pretty much an unlimited source per se, because you can charge it, you can use it and charge during the daytime, and then you just got about maybe 4 to 5 hours of nighttime use.
Yeah, but it all depends on how you're going camping. If you're just going to drive somewhere and put a tent up, then yeah, it's no problem having a big heavy one. But if you're actually going to walk
Oh
through
yeah,
the
you're
woods
gonna be
and then
humping around
camp, you
with it.
need something to be able to carry. Yeah.
Yeah, you're humping around with it. Yeah, you get a whole different idea of what you're talking about portability.
There is a guy that did a review on one. I'm not sure whether it was Jevin.
Oh,
Is it
Jevin Dovey?
Jevin Garvey? And
Yeah,
it was a backpack that had a power supply, a power station built into the backpack.
Yeah, but then you got to look at how much power does it generate and all that kind of stuff. Is it
I think it was
just for charging a phone or?
Yeah, no, I
what?
think it was a 500-watt one.
Oh, that's some unique technology right there.
It was a decent size. It was about a foot square by a couple of inches deep. But it was mounted into the backpack so that the weight was carried on your back, kind of thing.
That's the whole point. The weight carried on your back. So how much weight are we talking about putting on a person's back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say no, Jonathan, because Xbox is Microsoft.
Microsoft is anti-China parts.
Well, the
Well, it's all
Jackery
about
1000.
software, not the parts.
Yeah, for me, I'll be mainly using it to like charge up my laptop, cell phones, drone batteries. Occasionally, maybe my my pop-up camper, but right now I'm mainly tent camping. I have family using my camper right now.
Yeah.
Backpack one is Blue Eddy, very powerful pack.
I hear Blue Eddies are good.
Yeah, they're one of the top brands out there.
That's what I heard.
I see Marcus is getting into it now as well.
PlayStation is Japanese.
He did a
Sony.
review on is it Allway or something? Power station that they sent him the other day.
iPhones is Apple.
Hi, Sean.
Sean
Yeah.
says that he recommends Blue Yeti.
Yeah, look at this one right here.
Yeah.
That's
Jackery.
that's $3.99 with a $50 off coupon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Android.
nice.
That's nice.
Androids
Yeah.
is Google.
$3.49 you're paying for that.
Okay.
No, because it doesn't matter. Like I said, if DJI was running American software on their drones, I guarantee they wouldn't have half the problems they were having now.
Yeah.
That's why they don't give a shit that iPhones are made in India or Xboxes might be made in China, because it's not the software is not Chinese. That's why.
Yeah.
The parts can only do what the software tells it to do. So
Yeah.
I got this one for $129. It's 350 watt.
Yeah, that's about the same size as the one I've got.
It's real light.
What do you use it for, Phil?
Just carried it around in the truck for just everyday stuff, and then on top of that, when I'm at a bando or something, use it for charging.
Okay.
I've actually plugged an electric drill into mine when I went to the allotment to do some work, and it worked fine on that.
Yeah, I plugged in a fan. I wanted to drain it down a little bit this morning because before we're leaving out at 12:30 for Nashville for the weekend. So I wanted to let it drain down a little bit and charge it back up.
Yeah. I mean, Like I said, I've even used mine to charge the car battery with a battery charger.
Oh yeah, it
Can,
works.
can you actually charge that through the car?
Yeah,
the
it's got a 12 volt. It's got a 12 volt hookup. I got one out in the truck. I can just keep it topped off all the time. So
Yeah, not Blue Yeti. Yeti's.
Blue
Yeah,
Yeti.
that's Yeti's. Yeah, people mix those up all the time.
Yeah.
That's the company that makes the coolers and the cups and shit.
And microphones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then,
that's
then you got
cool.
you have Blue Yeti that makes microphones and stuff, which is actually owned by Logitech.
Mm-hmm.
you can hook up. You can hook up.
Plug it into the truck.
No, the solar panel. You can hook up a 100-watt solar panel to, or really a 200-watt if you wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah, most
Now,
of
how
these.
long would that take to charge on a solar panel?
Depends on how many watts you're getting from the sun.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let's say if you're getting, most cases it's hard to get a 100 watts. There is no way to get 100 watts even in bright sunlight.
Yeah, you're gonna get about maybe 30 to 40 is average.
Well, yeah, and I've seen it as high as 85. I got a solar panel in the backyard, and I've seen it as high as 85 before.
Is that the size Jason has? You see those, Philip? Jason has one about the size of a 6-foot fence.
No, it ain't that big. No, this one's about yay. It's a 100-watt solar panel.
Mhm.
So, but
Now, how long would it take to charge it if you're plugging it in to charge it up?
if you're plugging it in to charge it up, the power supply puts out, I want to say 90 watts.
Well,
Okay.
So it'd probably take. This has got it's got a little gauge on it too. It tells you how long it takes to charge it. And this morning I got it down to 63%, and it said it was going to take an hour and a half to charge it.
Hey, Lance,
Oh, that's
Jonathan's
not
got
bad.
me fucking giving myself a wedgie trying to look at my tag on my
it's
underwear.
blurry,
Oh,
Lance.
Lance, you're giving that to me?
We can't see it. It's blurry.
it's out of focus, but we know.
Yeah,
That's
he's
an
going to
X.
send it to me as an early Christmas present.
It thinks that's a background. There you go. Oh, yeah.
Right there.
Oh, right there. Oh, you had it. Oh. Yay.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right, take a snapshot. Hurry up, take a snapshot. Oh,
He's going to send that to me for an early Christmas present.
That's too close to the camera, Lance. That
No, it's
blurs.
not. Perfect. I can see it.
yeah, who's the girl behind you?
It's a picture on the wall. Can't hear you, Lance. Need to invest in a microphone.
Even your microphone's blurry.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have his good headset on. See, got that cheap ass headset on.
And if you're having a cup of tea, we all want one.
Why did
Is
you
it
have
a
to mention
is it a
that?
proper set? Is it a proper tea?
It's a coffee.
Might have to change your mic in the settings on Zoom. Lance might still be set to your other headset. Doesn't always auto change like it should.
Yeah, David always is after us. Make sure you're doing it proper because the British, tea.
Well,
There's
yeah.
only one way to make tea, and any other way, pack it in.
Mhm.
Hey, Justin, I looked on Anorama and they have a complete package for the DJI 1000 for all accessories. Comes with a 100-watt solar kit, battery charge for battery charging, solar charging, all this kind of stuff. Carry case for $1,400 and some change.
That's too much.
Donald, feeling pissed. Custom sucks. No toy for me. But I didn't know that they were like stopping adult age from coming in, but okay.
Wow.
How posh is Philip? He's got a sofa in his looking man cave.
You can put milk in the cup first if you want to. If you've
Oh,
got
you
your
don't.
tea in
You
it.
do not.
If you've got your tea. If you've got your tea
David
in
says,
it.
"Gotta pack it in."
Let me finish.
No,
If you-
no. As soon as you say milk in the cup first, that's it. You're finished.
Yeah, when you've got your tea in a teapot.
No, you're still supposed to pour the tea in and then add the milk, right?
Thank you, Paul.
No, if you
Does
make
it
your
really
tea in a
change the
teapot,
taste?
Yes.
it does if you were using tea bags and you put the tea bag in the milk and pour boiling water on that. It
Right.
cools the water down too much to get the flavour.
But
Oh,
even
we
if you
usually
make it
like-
in a teapot,
If you make your tea in a teapot, you can put milk in a cup and then pour the tea on top of it.
no, milk is must be added to taste at the end.
I usually don't teabag boiling water, but
Y'all all doing it wrong. All doing it wrong. You
You
take
tell
the
'em.
cup, you fill it up with water, you put the tea bag in, you put it in the microwave for 2 minutes, take it out, stir it, put your
No,
cream
that
and your sugar.
definitely does not work.
Right.
Apart
Joe?
from anything, you're
So
then
that's
making it
American
with
way.
boiled milk, and that is horrible.
And Joe, take your middle finger that you printed out, put it on your chair, and sit on it.
Well, when
gotta
we
put
went
it in the
to
microwave.
Austria, when we went to Austria skiing, they didn't have a kettle in the apartment. They only had a coffee machine. So we used to put the tea bags in the coffee machine and make the tea through the coffee machine.
See, Waypoint's got it right. Jack Daniels in first.
and then you're not gonna give a shit what it tastes like.
No, you pour a little Jack Daniels, drink it, then pour some
No,
for the
no,
tea.
I disagree.
Yeah.
Whiskey tastes absolutely horrible in tea.
Well,
It's
let's
nice
just forget the.
It's nice in coffee, but if you're gonna do tea, you've got to use rum.
I
Well, then just
disagree.
Get the tea and just drink the
disagree.
alcohol.
It tastes really good in a Long Island tea.
Now I'm looking at this list, Justin. They got individual plugs for the Matrice 30 series, the Mavic 3, the Air 3, Inspire 3, and then they got anything that uses a XT60 power cable that you can buy for that 1,000. Plus they got the bag.
Do they have extended battery packs you can add on to it though?
I don't see it on here. This is at Adorama. They have a bag from DJI that costs you almost $100 that you can carry around, and they got some other third-party name bag that costs you $49.
Mm-hmm.
The solar panels themselves, they're made by U Green, $259 for a set.
What size? I mean, what
It says 100 watt.
100 watt? Jeez.
Yeah, 100 watt foldable solar panels for portable power. You see, they just say power station. So, like I said, I know DJI puts out a little disclaimer because they don't make. I've seen they don't make their own. They'll sell it with somebody else's gear. They don't make their own. So they always tell you be careful of the wattage and everything else when you try to charge these things because I guess you can screw the system up.
Yeah. I got down there at Harbor Freight.
Mhm.
Michael, we put the tea bags in the filter.
Well, Justin, I'm
Wrong.
surprised you didn't give a different type of tea bag there. You being a gamer and stuff.
I did. I said I don't typically teabag boiling water.
Ultimate
see, like-
insult in gaming is getting teabagged after you've been killed.
Yeah, see, they have a like this is what I was talking about here. So like Anchor has these, and then you can add additional
Right.
battery packs on top of
Mhm.
them.
Yeah.
And I think you can do up to like 4 of them on one power station.
Mm.
Because I saw a guy that did a video where he had their like biggest one that you could buy, and then he had like fucking a bunch of extra battery packs to spend a bunch of money on. But he was able to run in his entire studio off of it.
Mm.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
Max, we can't hear you.
Okay.
Did you say
So,
something there,
so
man?
hey, Dre, I think I asked you this already, but do you think that power pack would run a TV?
Yeah, all
Huh?
day.
I mean, I think it will, just a matter of how long will it run a TV.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well,
TVs are very low power these days.
They are very
Oh, yeah,
low
it should.
power LCD TVs now.
I think you could run a fridge
They
off of
run
that
it for
thing.
a few
Probably.
days, I would imagine, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably could run a fridge off of that thing. No problem.
But like I say, Lance, for them college girls, be more about how many times can they charge their phone.
Exactly.
Well, if you watch
And I'm
Marcus's
gonna
review of
do
that,
what you said. I'm gonna do what you and Justin said. Buy two of them, just to show you that I got a really good deal.
if you watch Marcus's review of that Allway one that they sent him to test, he actually plugged his coffee machine into it and made a cup of coffee, and that used about something like 3,000, about 3 kilowatts.
Yeah.
this is a projector I got, and it ran my low power pack ran this projector for close to 4.5 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Philip, you look like you got your hair cut, bud.
Yeah, I did. I got it cut Wednesday. I've been off since Wednesday. Oh, thank God.
Same barber as Justin, $1 a side.
Do I know?
Same barber as Justin, $1 a side, $4.
Yeah, something like that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Well, she got the bowl and she put the bowl right here. And then she cut around here for the bowl. And then she raised it up and she said, that's a good look. And she cut it right there.
Okay, you all, what I missed.
You couldn't explain if we tried.
We gave you the drone, Lisa, but you didn't answer that you wanted it, so I rescinded the offer.
Come again?
I said I was giving you the drone and I wanted your address and you didn't answer, so I rescinded
Oh,
the
I'm
offer.
sorry. I stepped away.
Uh,
I stepped away, but hey, if you want to send it, I'll be glad to take it off your hand.
How far back do we need to recap when David told Joe to sit on it and rotate, or?
Yeah, watch it. Yeah, this one's for you.
Jack Daniels in the cup.
Yeah.
Hey, hey Justin, you can tell Matt he can talk to me now. I hit 1 million views this morning.
Okay.
How many computers you got, Joe?
Yeah, I hit
Don't
1 million
worry.
views this morning. So I
Don't
changed
worry,
my
Joe.
logo right there.
That's just the sound of jealousy, Joe. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know.
I like that one.
I like that.
Yeah, I changed it. I made that up and put that on. Now that's going to be on the front of my videos.
I'm gonna make one that says 5 million views and put it on there for you.
Yeah, okay. Well, I hit it in a little over 2 years, so that ain't bad.
Oh, I think I've only got 987,500 views to get them.
to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was dragging, boy. The other day I needed like 1,600, and I think I got 30 for the whole day. You bitch.
Picked my daughter up from the airport last night at midnight, so I'm taking the day off today. Slept in. Raining like crazy out.
Well, you got to get ready to make pizza tonight.
They ain't making no
Yep.
pizza. They're making
Making pizza
popcorn and hot
tonight
chocolate.
because I'm gonna have a power supply.
He's going to private message me for my address so he can send me that drone.
So did you not buy one yet, Lisa?
I'm sorry?
Have you not bought one yet?
I have actually two. Both are by Ruco. They're the Ruco F11 GIM. And then the Ruco F11 GIM2. And then a couple of years ago, a friend of mine gave me a Parrot 2.0. but that's so
Mhm.
old it won't even connect with my phone. And I got a couple of these little mini ones. Let me show you.
Yeah, I think you were thinking of Brenda, Mark. She was the one that
It
was
might have
talking
been
about buying
Brenda,
one.
yeah.
It
She
was
was the one
Brenda
talking
yesterday.
about buying
Yeah.
one the other day. Brenda did buy a little toy one that she said she was going to mess around
And
with.
then
All right.
TJ bought me this for my birthday last year.
Oh, a
Let's
little
see.
Potenzic one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I had the little green one.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
flies better than the Neo.
Yeah, and then my Rucols, they every now and again they kind of act kind of wonky on me, so I gotta be careful how I play with them, use them, whatever you want to call it. And then, like I said, with my parrot, I don't know if it's because I have the 5G cell phone, but I can't get it to connect with my phone anymore.
Joe, Michael's talking to you in the chat, by the way, Joe.
Oh, okay. Oh,
He's asking something about your logo there.
he said he likes the Ghostbusters theme in the middle. Yeah, that was an AI I made years ago.
I had about 20 views overnight. I'm on 18,303 now.
Joe's like, I wouldn't even get up for that many views, huh, Joe?
No.
There you go, Joel. I've updated it for you.
Yeah.
I'm at 3,700 views.
Since you just mess with my copyright, I'm gonna go ahead and send Homeland Security over there to you.
That's all right.
Where did Lance go?
He's there.
He went to do something.
Oh my goodness. Gotta plug in my laptop. Oh, jeez.
Joe, we give Matt a load of grief and Justin, so you can't get away with it.
Oh no.
Just like when Laura hits 1 million in a couple of years' time, like a couple of decades.
In about 10 years.
A couple of decades.
I only hit like 532 now, I think, subscribers. So
Oh no,
it is
we're
what
on
it is.
about views, not subscribers.
Oh,
If
a couple
I had
of
1
my
million subscribers, you think I'd be here?
a couple of my videos I got a few, quite a couple of thousand views on. Oops, wrong end. There we go. Let's unplug this one.
I think I've got
That one
700.
back in. There we go. I hear noises back there. What's up?
Oh, I just came back from coffee. Must have been my mic.
Coffee
See,
will
Joe,
get you every time.
See, Joe, when you hit 1 million, since you're part of the Mill Club now, that's what we Matt call it, the Mill Club. You have to still stick around though, because you got to stay humble.
Did you say mill or mile?
Good morning, Corey.
I said the Mill Club. Matt told Tim the other day, and Corey, I think it was Tim and Corey. He said, I'm not even supposed to be on here talking to you guys.
The Milk Club.
No, the Mill, not milk.
Oh, it sounds much better with the Milk Club. Nestle Milky Bar.
He actually meant MILF.
MILF Club.
MILF.
MILF.
Mothers
Yeah.
he'd like to fuck.
Yeah, we all know what it means, David. He didn't have to say it.
Jody.
Explain it to me. I'm a virgin.
Shouldn't have said that. There's a few of them on here that just got excited.
Oh boy. Where's TJ? We need his giggles.
Mhm.
He's working at Walmart.
Oh jeez.
Oh,
Guy.
Walgreens.
All greens.
Walgreens, yeah. I think he said he works at the one up in Jupiter.
That's what he tells you, but it's really Walmart. That's just-
No,
I used to
No,
work
no.
for Walmart.
you was right. It was Walgreens on the planet Jupiter.
Yeah.
Well, Walgreens in size is about the size of Walmart's bathroom.
It's the size of a gas station. A little bit bigger, just slightly bigger. I saw the headline for that yesterday, Jonathan, but I didn't actually read the article. But yeah, apparently Netflix is being sued $50 million over that damn Tyson and Jake Paul fight.
Yeah.
Well, they don't want to
what
pay
went
up.
out. I don't know. I saw the headline. I never clicked on the article to read it, so I'm not sure.
Being sued by who?
Reading is fundamental.
Right, come on,
Being-
Mark.
I know that, but
Being
Speaking of
sued
reading,
by who?
I don't know. That's what I said. I didn't look into the article, so I'm not sure.
I mean,
speaking
I
of
can
reading, this is the
understand
book
it.
I'm currently reading now. Let's see if I can get it on the camera. Oops. Almost had it. Come on.
This is Fallout.
Yeah, Fallout by Carrie Parks. I never read any of her books before, so should be
Okay.
interesting. Started reading it last night. I borrowed it from the local library.
I've been meaning to ask you, Lance, do you use a smart
right.
board in your classroom?
We don't use smart boards anymore. We use TVs actually, and they're big monitors. And then we do a Bluetooth from our computer to the monitors.
Okay.
So yeah.
So-
So I would say smart boards are out. They're not. They're. I bet that company is really starting to lose business.
Hmm.
I was an instructional technology guy so I was a teacher for 30 years. I went downtown and was an instructional technology guy, and I trained teachers on the smart board. And then I went back in the classroom about 7 years ago, and now I'll retire where I am now because I get to go to school and play.
Yeah.
What is a smart board?
This is above
morning,
your pay
Al.
grade, Jason. I mean, Justin, just sit back and relax. Let me and Lance talk.
It's basically a giant smart monitor with touchscreen.
So when we said the
Uh,
word smart, Justin, that kind of ruled you out. So
Oh yeah, fuck off.
When we say giant
I can say,
monitor, we
I
mean
see what
giant.
you're doing, Lance, and I would say quite a few subject matters you can get away with that. I know being a math teacher, my wife loves her smart board because
yes,
she's able to write on it or use it used to be the old fashioned Elmos. I don't know what they call it now, that connects to the smart board, and she can write on that and it shows right up on the smart board and everything else.
So
And same thing with
basically,
the laptop. It goes straight to the smart board.
yeah, it's
and
like just a
everything.
huge tablet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's like a
literally-
video
are-
it
board.
is a touchscreen, a giant
Okay.
touchscreen monitor.
See, our teachers in our classrooms here, they have these big ass projectors in all the classrooms.
No,
And
they
then they
don't.
have,
They use this thing called chalk, and it's a board.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
just-
I miss the good old days.
Yeah, they're much better then
Mhm.
because the dusters that
There
they
you go,
use
Philip.
are really heavy and used
As
to
a
get
kid.
thrown at the kids. Yeah.
yeah. Paul,
They
you
used to be
sit this one
white.
out because you'll remember the days of Slate, won't you?
Hammer and chisel.
So you're definitely right there, though, Dre. That math teachers love that technology because it's so easy to use, and it's more relevant for them to do the math problems. Kids can go up and touch the board. The kids can go up or they
Right.
can log into their computer. So any computer can log in with the system we have now. I've
Mhm.
got 28 computers. I can say, computer 3, I want you to project your picture that you took today because it's so good. I want all the kids to see it. And I just hit a
Now,
button. and
I'm sorry,
boom.
but that is a bad idea, right? Child free, right, is a little shit, right?
Yeah.
I want to see the picture you took today, and then some porno picture turns up on the screen. You'll be like, "Get it off!"
Mm.
But yeah, so it is. It's very interactive, and like I said, our math teachers lived by the smart board before
Mhm.
we changed out of smart boards about 5-6 years ago, and went
Mm.
into the TV monitors.
Yeah, I was saying the TV monitor. I guess in a way, it's economically it's cheaper because now flat screens are a dime a dozen,
Yeah.
but it does take away the I say the interaction with the students being able to come up and work a problem, or even for the teacher to physically work the problem in
I
front of
nearly
the
bought a
class.
smart board in the summer. For
And,
70
and
quid.
Dre, actually, they are touch screens, so I can go up and touch my monitor, and the
Mhm.
kids can't too. And in fact, I have a pen or my finger; it doesn't matter which. But so the interaction's still there. So it's
Okay.
exactly the same technology wise.
Mhm.
We're just using the monitors instead of a smart board that is either on wheels or does your wife
Right.
have it on wheels or is it
Yeah,
attached?
I
to a
believe
wall?
hers is on wheels because they can move it around the classroom if she
Yeah.
needs to. Because her classroom seems like she has one of the larger classrooms on the campus, so they always use it for different little events. So she's always got to rearrange stuff in her classroom.
Yeah, and the drawback, again, when I did this for my school district, the drawback was everyone wanted them mounted and a little higher than they were because they were so low that the kids in the back
In the
couldn't see.
back couldn't see.
Kids
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
and
if you do that, then the kids can't reach it.
exactly elementary.
Mhm.
So that was the
Mhm.
drawback. So it was like, what do you do, right? I mean,
And,
do you
Right.
mount it or do you not?
and how you supposed to collect their fingerprints?
Yeah, inner city school district here.
Yeah, well, like I said, I know my wife's campus. They have cameras in all the classrooms. So if a kid does something, don't want to fess up. First thing my wife said, "We'll go to the cameras."
Really, it's
Yep, we'll
illegal.
go to the cameras.
It's illegal in Washington to film the
Yeah.
kids. You can have them in the hallway. You can have them around school. You can't have them in the classroom.
Yeah, well,
So-
they have them in the
so-
classroom at my wife's school.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Justin,
I
that's
kinda
what a
wish
smart
sometimes
board
that
is.
yes,
okay.
that's exactly. We have something just like that. Who's showing that?
That was
David.
me.
David, yeah, that's what we
Yeah,
have.
they're only 50 quid over here. I was tempted to get one to play my Euro trucks on.
I think ours are 75 inch.
Yeah, that was 150 inch.
Hmm.
100, no, what was it?
Okay, Justin, you can come back in and talk
191.19
now.
inch.
Yeah, Justin, you're welcome because we're going to talk about dumb boards now.
That
Justin, I love you. Hey, really, come back. Come on. We were kidding.
He ain't went nowhere.
He's probably getting on the bus.
You know how those buses can be.
I've never seen that in the classrooms in our schools. I know they got the big ass projection screens they use.
Yeah, but we've moved on in the world nowadays.
Like I said,
One
different
day
subject
Florida will
matter.
catch up.
Yeah, different subjects can use certain types of technology, to be better or help the students get a better grasp of what's going on. That's why I asked Lance about him being in a technology class. Was he still using a smart board? Because I could see where that could work in a technology class. But like you said, they had the monitors that as long as he has control of all the laptops or tablets that they're using, there you go. That's the key thing. As long as you can control the access.
And the Elmos, they're now the big brand now is called Ladybug, and they're red. That's probably what your wife has, is my guess.
I'm not sure. I remember buying her Elmo 10, 15 years ago because the school was just struggling at that time, and I said I'll just buy the Elmo myself because she's talking about how much it would make it easier in her classroom and working with the smart board. So yeah, I actually spent the money and got her one.
I had to do a presentation to Frank Russell. The Frank Russell company is that Frank Russell 2000, the investment company, and they were going to give me 100 volunteers from my classroom, and throughout the day, I was teaching reading back then, and I had to do a presentation to George and Jane, who were the basically the owner, the CEO and all the board members. And I go walking into their boardroom, and it's a great. In fact, if you guys have seen my Mount Rainier reflection in that building, that's the Frank Russell building. Anyway, I had to go do a presentation for them. And this is the early 90s, probably 92, 93. And I walk into the boardroom, and they had an Elmo, and I had never seen one before because schools had no clue what they were.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. And I put my hand under it. I'm like, whoa, it was mind boggling. I thought, that's what we need. We need one of these in our classroom. And, 10 years later, everyone had them in our classrooms, but I digress.
There you go,
Good
Lance.
deal, Al. Glad you got it for that extra $40 off.
Exactly. I'm waiting for another 40 though.
Yeah.
Second round playoffs. There you go.
Yep. Right there tonight against West Monroe.
What kind of weather are you going to have?
About 45 degrees.
7 o'clock, huh?
Yep.
Al, did you actually get it yesterday, or did you order it yesterday?
I think he ordered it yesterday.
He ordered it.
Okay. I know what that lawsuit's over now.
Oh, you've been doing some reading?
I ordered this on Wednesday and I got it Thursday.
That's what he's gonna send to me.
Mudball, are you in the chat, Mudball?
No, I think we all hurt his feelings because the room is full, and it was never full when he used to come on.
What kind of price point was that?
It was $250, but I'm doing a review on it, so it didn't cost me anything.
Okay, so it's a class action lawsuit that was filed in Florida because they're saying around 90,000 people were having trouble watching the fight, and since they were technically paying for Netflix.
Oh, so this is
So I heard that fight was rigged or something.
It has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with the actual event. It's about the broadcasting. The issue.
Yeah, they're saying Netflix should have. That was essentially what I was saying, was that Netflix should have tested their servers beforehand.
Oh yeah,
and tried to combat the amount of traffic that they knew they were going to get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what are they doing? Giving everyone $1 million?
An ambulance chase a lawyer trying to make his 40%.
It's a $50 million class action lawsuit, but I guess if you're in Florida, you can get on it. I don't know.
Yeah, because the night you were broadcasting, Justin, I was about 30 seconds to almost a minute behind you watching the fight.
Oh yeah, and it was, and then that's the thing is like me and Donald and Dusty, there was almost a 30-minute period where we couldn't watch the fight because it was just kept buffering.
Well, and think about all the other people that were watching movies and stuff. They were buffering also.
I could not log in. I could not log into Netflix. I would hit Netflix and it just never pulled it up.
Well, see, me and Donald, when we were having buffering issues with the fight, we clicked into movies and didn't have any problem pulling up a movie or a TV show.
Yeah.
Like those came right up and started playing. It was just the live event on the fight.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's when I was
not get it to play.
Well, then they should have allocated enough bandwidth for that live stream. Not, I think that's what it was. It was more of a bandwidth issue than actual service.
And Corey said, but is it Netflix or the ISP being the bottleneck or certain internet exchanges? Well, I guess that's something that they'll have to bring up in the lawsuit because I don't know. Like, that's the thing. The lawsuit didn't really mention any of that, like the article.
Yeah, well, it's never going to get into detail, but I'm just saying that event was probably one of the largest events Netflix has ever had.
I would say that is the largest they probably ever had.
It has to go back to the capacity of Netflix servers and I say ISPs and everybody else that goes along that chain of communication.
Brian,
could they actually handle the demand?
Oh, Brian, that's funny.
Yeah, can I get in on the what's it as well? I didn't see any of it.
I don't know.
Mind you, maybe I had to turn it on first.
I don't know. It's filed out of Florida, so I don't know if people out of Florida can join it or not. But
And
can
you know
try.
what it'd be, the lawyer get a decent amount of money, and then
Oh
everybody
yeah,
on the class action lawsuit to get
they'll
about
get bugger
50
all.
cents.
That's it. Yeah.
Peanuts, yeah.
Hey, look, I joined the whole Red Bull doesn't give you wings class action lawsuit, and I got a $20 check like 6 months later.
There you go.
I actually got
I think-
$20. I got
Like
like
I said, I think
21 and some
biggest thing I
change.
ever got was I think AT&T had a lawsuit. And I think I getting up like $15. I'm like, man, please.
I got 21 and some change off of the Red Bull. I got a thing in the mail that said, "You want to join the Red Bull class action lawsuit?" When I was in North Carolina,
Yeah.
it said because they were suing Red Bull because Red Bull didn't have wings.
hmm
And so I was like, "Yeah, sure." I filled out the paper, sent it in. Like 6 months later, I got a $20 check in the mail. I was
Yeah.
like, "Ah, sweet."
I'm fixing to go back up the truck.
I had to jump on Art's case last night. He's putting out the Trump case was overturned, and I'm searching up and down the internet, and I'm like, ain't nowhere. It don't show nowhere. That would be like one of the
No, they're
biggest news
saying
events.
could be overturned, but it's up to
Yeah,
the
so
judge to decide.
So I got on his case last night. I said, Art, why are you spreading misinformation like this? You know, and I was like, and I just told him, I said, just stick to the facts, dude. That's all I'm saying. And he said, that's all I do. I'm like, please. Dude.
No, they've already said that there's 3 possibilities that the judge can do. And matter of
Yeah.
fact, I think it's in the next day or 2 he has to make a decision on it. Actually, I think
all,
it may be
all they've done
today.
so far is postpone the proceedings at this point because of the election results of him being president. And if he sentences him, he would not serve that time because he's president elect.
See, but I just don't understand how they're even prosecuted because some of those charges were out of the time limit to be able to prosecute for him. So,
Well, that's why he went
the
with the
statute
ones
of
that could.
limitations. So, how? Yeah, the judge technically should throw them out if any of them are.
Well, like I say, it's not all. I said there were a lot more charges. They went with the 34 that were relevant and didn't have a time constraint on them. So I said there were more charges. There were
I
over.
hope in the end, Dre, that judge gets brought up on judicial review and expelled.
Well, he hasn't done anything yet.
It does make a difference. All the things he has done has not been right.
Well, that's a lot to say on a lot of these judges involved in these cases because the same thing can be said about Judge Cannon out in Florida.
Yep.
She I don't know what kind of reading she was doing on the law, but she totally got it backwards.
Of course,
So
I got
there's
$100.
a lot of folks who could be up for that. But like I said, that's why we have appeals court to plead your case to a higher level and see what happens. And that's why I think this case with New York is going. Trump's got to go through the appeal process. And I say he won't serve any time. I never thought he was ever going to have to serve time, but it still is a conviction because 12 people said so. Serving time was never going to be an option.
Well, guys, I'm gonna head off for a bit.
Hey, Lisa.
I got some editing to do on some videos that I'm gonna be posting on YouTube, so I'll catch you all later.
Okay, Lisa. Thanks
All
for
right,
stopping
Lisa.
by.
All right, Lisa.
No
a good
problem.
day.
So see you guys later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Morning,
Bye.
Morning, Gary.
And I'm fixing to jump off.
Okay,
too.
so-
I'm fixing to go pack
Okay,
up.
Philip. You have a good one.
Later,
Y'all
Phil.
too. We'll see y'all.
So Dre, yeah, I was right. It's they have it comes up. It's scheduled for the 26th.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we won't even know anything till then. So I don't know how he got that information that was thrown out.
It's not the first time Art's done this. I don't know what's gotten his little bonnet of late, but he's done this a couple of times over the last 2 or 3 months. And it is just to the point I had to call him out. I said, "Come on, man."
Yeah. And if you try and correct him or give him other information, he just ignores it.
Yeah.
Well,
I just tell folks just stay with the facts.
Well, the thing is, Jonathan, is most of those charges are just for bookkeeping errors and shit from this company. They don't really warrant jail time, if anything, a fine, because most other people would most likely not get jail time for that. They would just get a big fine. I don't
Right,
think they want
and
it.
that's what, and I said the biggest thing is this: is that his signature is all on it, so you can't say that, I didn't know. I said, well, you're signing this crap, that you're responsible to know. So that's like I said, it's a process crime at best. Or the ones you were convicted of were all process crimes, as far as his knowledge of what was going on and him signing off on documentation, all that kind of stuff. So like I said, it's not something that he's going to get any real time for. Probation would be the harshest thing that anything would happen. But I just get on the same thing about people putting out information that they should know in good faith they know is misinformation or just outright lie.
Yeah,
So like I said, we all
I
have the
knew that
ability
wasn't
to,
the case.
like I said, we all have the ability to, I say, fact check on the spot when somebody says something. And I'm like, dude, something like this would be in the news cycle front page. So I'm like, why are you putting this out and can't nobody find it? Don't give me an excuse that, the mainstream media is hiding it. I'm like, come on, dude. Give me a break.
When it comes to his legal back stuff, leave it to the lawyers, leave it to the judges, let them all fight it out. What'll be will be, because anyone spreading misinformation in this day and age needs to be careful because people are just looking for any excuse to come and get money.
Yeah.
So leave them to it.
Mm-hmm. So that's all I ever ask, man. I say, you know what? We can all have our own agendas, our own desires of what we want to see.
Talking about misinformation,
and you could say that too. If you would have specified, yeah, I'd like to see it thrown out. That'd be one thing, but to just
that's just my whole point. Don't get on there and say, first thing he says in his post is, breaking news, Trump case overturned. I said, now first idea, I said, let me go ahead and check. And I just did a complete internet search. Couldn't find nothing about nothing being overturned anywhere. And I'm like, and I'm reading articles like you. I'm going back and I'm reading articles. I'm like, okay, let me see here. Let me see here. Let me see here. I'm like, okay, how did I miss this? So I just had to go in, get on him a little bit and say, come on, man. Let's just deal in facts.
Geek Savannah, how you doing?
Hey, Dre, going back to the power supply, how long does it take to get that to full charge, do you think?
When I got mine, and like I said, when they ship stuff, it's never dead. It's about a third or 50%. So I got mine. I plugged it in. It was fully charged with under an hour.
Okay.
You see that, Dre? He was making fun of you earlier. Now he's trying to get free tech support from you.
Yeah, because tomorrow it's going to be it's going to be $40 more, and I'll get Dre on the panel tomorrow morning as well.
All right.
Well, I was trying to reorder it, but I don't have the coupon.
Justin, if he's just buying it for himself, I give him a little harder time. But this is for his baby girl, so I want to make sure she's well taken care of because I don't want Lance trying to call me up. Tell me, Drake, can you drive down to San Diego for me right quick?
Exactly.
Now, Lance, was that coupon on DJI's site or was that?
No, it's on Amazon.
It's on Amazon.
Copy. I'm gonna send it, Joe, in the chat. I think it'll go to the chat, our private chat here, because it won't go on the big chat.
In
Try that.
a nutshell, Paul went out and blew all the leaves out of his garden, and we talked a load of crap.
Yeah, I don't have a coupon.
So Joe, I just sent you a link in the private chat.
Yeah, I got
it to everybody. Yeah. Cheers.
Yeah, I just sent it. I don't have the coupon on it though.
Oh, you really?
It shows it on mine.
I don't. How you missed it, Joe? Because Al Diaz said that he got both coupons, the one for the $340 and an extra $40.
Yeah, I just clicked on the link. It's right there.
Yeah, no, Joe ordered it before that.
I ordered it yesterday with the coupon, so I'm wondering if that's why. But I canceled.
Yes, you want it. It's a one-time coupon.
Oh, yeah, you already clipped it. Yeah.
Joe, just ring Amazon and say, you know who I am?
See, look, you done screwed yourself, Joe.
Joe, lean forward, Joe. Lean forward.
Come on, Staff Sergeant. Make a decision.
I'm gonna probably call them up and tell them, look, I canceled it, but I'm gonna order it. Where's my coupon?
I'm sure if you call them up and explain the situation, they'll probably give it to you.
Yeah.
If not, just ask to speak to a supervisor. Somebody there will do it for you. You just got to find the right person.
Because the more I look at it, that's actually the one you got to buy.
Yeah.
Do you know who I am? That's all you need to say.
Yeah.
And it's
Are
over.
Mark, are you enjoying the
just telling
snow?
David sent you.
It's not snowing.
Yeah.
So when my
Well,
daughter gets up, I'm going to ask her if she wants this.
We had snow
Pull the
last night,
trigger.
yeah.
quite
Well,
heavy, but
we've
it's
just
just
gone
left
through.
a little bit on the ground.
Yeah,
Not
we've
much.
just recorded the coldest temperatures in November, and now we're about to get this. We're going
Oh,
from
we-
snow to wind to
rain.
serious fucking rain.
Yeah,
Wow.
we've
Hey,
got
David,
rain.
where do you live? Put your mouse on where you live. I'm curious.
Right on this map, where I'm down here, just on
Move
the edge of that
move your
L.
mouse because I don't see anything.
Is it?
Oh, he's on the nutsack of the
Oh,
island.
yeah. Okay.
You see
Down
the
there.
L right
Yep.
on that right there.
Oh,
And
okay.
Mark is just above the W here.
Okay. Very good. How far is that apart?
About 200 odd miles.
How many?
About 200.
200.
Yeah, about 200 miles.
400?
No,
400?
No, 200.
Yeah.
200
And Welsh,
volts.
Welsh Rob lives down here in this little crack here. We just we have this white line to say he's not allowed past.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the taint of the island.
Yeah, and show them where Geordie is.
Yeah. Oh, Newcastle. Why, hey man, is up
Yeah.
here.
Hey,
Oh,
Hey, well-
Newcastle is fighting words to my
Mm.
buddy.
Yeah.
He's in
He's
Newcastle is the
Sunderland.
Glasgow of
He
England.
loves Sunderland and he hates Newcastle.
Yes, Sunderland and Newcastle are
Blackpool's
both up here.
Blackpool's the capital.
Wait, did you say your mate's from Sunderland and hates
He's a
Newcastle?
macker.
Yes, correct.
No. Go up to him and say, I heard you're a Geordie. Right? Then run.
Okay.
Run very
Okay,
fast.
I will.
hey,
Because he's a
Lance,
he's a
He's a
macker.
macker.
And if you
And
even though they're
mackers
next to
don't
each
like
other,
Geordies.
yeah, you get that wrong, your life's in danger.
Lance, go ahead and order 2 of those. If she doesn't want one, just forward one, second one to Dre.
There you go. Yep.
You should-
I'll even pick it up so
Because
don't
I
worry
want
about
him
no
to get
ship.
the same deal
Yeah.
I'm getting. I don't want him to get screwed.
I'll pick it up from her. Don't worry about shipping it.
Have
All right, guys, I'm gonna jump off. I'll catch y'all later.
Catch you later.
a good one,
Okay.
Justin. Hey, I'm going to play Fortnite later, so if you want to. Oh, he's gone.
Oh, you'll be there. Laura will be there. Don't. Oh,
So,
don't.
and you
Want me
guys
to
watched
tell
that
Laura you'll
game
be
last
there?
night?
What's that, Dre?
And you guys
No.
watched that game last night?
What
No,
game?
I guess
Pittsburgh.
Russell
He just
didn't look
left.
good.
The Browns?
Beating the Steelers.
No,
Yeah,
didn't
but
watch it.
it was
Guys.
the conditions were old school at best. You could
Guys.
hardly see the field. There was so much snow.
I think we've been sabotaged. Laura messaged Justin and said, "How about get off polls and come and play Fortnite?" And then
Oh, there
Justin
you go.
left.
Mm.
The lure of Fortnite was too much.
There he is.
Here he is.
Yeah,
And
man.
here comes the animal.
Just when Justin left, I guess he kind of sensed that I was about to come on, and he just
Well-
kind of left.
We,
No, you can catch him over at on Fortnite. You want to?
Yeah. That's not
Joe and I were wondering how you made out last evening with the Neo.
I mean, I'm still playing around with it. I still need to figure out. I guess I don't want to do any of the features obviously inside. I don't want it to like fucking hit the ceiling or some shit like
I
that.
think you should do Rocket right there, right where you're
Just
sitting.
do a rocket just like right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
I
are
don't
you
know.
working at Walmart today?
It is a cool little drone. I mean, can you still fly it with the thing on? I mean, it's kind of like a
Most people don't.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of like a
Guard.
Like a filter.
yeah, kind of like a filter. Yeah. I guess I don't know.
Well, TJ, I
So
probably
do-
hear all your other drones come with gimbal guards, right?
Yeah, so that, yeah, true.
And he
True.
probably
There you go.
flies with them on though, Gray.
There you go.
No, I take my gimbal covers off, but I don't know. I don't
There you
know.
go.
But like with this guy, I thought, I don't know. I just took it. I took it off. But I mean, the picture quality on this thing, to be honest, when I was doing videos and stuff, it looks pretty clear and everything. So I mean, it looks like it does a pretty good
Well,
job
it's
with
a
like,
great little drone for the money.
yeah. And especially when you get it for FREE.
He had it sent to him.
Oh,
It was a freebie, Dre.
Talking about sending stuff.
nothing wrong with that.
Okay, let's see if you can remember the instructions now.
Yeah.
The parcel's going to arrive. What do you have to do?
Laura had messaged me. Laura had messaged me earlier this morning and said that she had mailed me something in the post office, and I'm just now waiting for it to arrive. And she said, when it gets here, do a unboxing, but don't show her address or anything like that. Any personal information. Yes.
If you take it out the envelope, it's in another box. That's the bit you unbox.
Okay.
No,
So it's a box within a box.
No, it's an envelope. It's a box within an envelope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You would have got a Christmas card, but once we started realizing how much it was costing, it was like, nah, you can screw that. No one's getting a Christmas card.
Well, at least you thought about it, so I appreciate the thought.
No, we was going to, but the Christmas cards took it over the weight, so it would have cost us £8.50 to send.
So how much is that in American?
I don't know, but it cost us £4.70.
About 50 cents.
It's about $9.
Oh man.
Yeah, about $9, TJ.
Oh yeah, that is pretty pricey.
Yeah, considering we sent 6, it soon added up.
Yeah.
And it was
so
like...
So you sent some Christmas cards out already?
No, we was going to send the Christmas cards, but all them little things that we're sending, yeah, all added up.
Yeah.
It was like, whoa.
Well, sadly, Christmas cards have kind of become passe. You might send a few out, but I remember when I was a kid, my parents used to sit at the table and address and send out stacks and stacks.
Stacks.
Well, even
But they've outpriced it.
Even any kind of card, like a Valentine's Day card, a birthday card, or whatever. Cards are just kind of overrated. Like you read it and you just throw it out or whatever.
TJ,
like, oh, that was nice. Oh,
TJ, go to your missus, right, and say, I would have sent you a Valentine's Day card, but they're very overrated. Let's see how long you last.
I know.
No, but like Paul was saying,
it's so crazy. I remember
Go ahead,
when
Dre. TJ will take a pause.
Honestly, I remember like Paul was saying that, you would see your parents mail all these cards. The house would be covered with cards on back of doors, over fireplace mantles and everything else. But then you talk about the cards weren't as pricey. The mailing them, what, 2 cents stamps back then? Maybe even I was in college, stamps was only about 10 cents when I was in college back in the early 80s. So there was a value in it. Plus, the biggest value was it was something you handwritten inside and it was personal.
Yeah.
Now we live in an impersonal world of electronic social media, emails, everything else. So like I say, when you send a card to somebody, you're saying that they actually mean something to you. It is an act of I would say selflessness that person actually means something to you. And that's why David was saying, don't send somebody a Valentine card and say, hey, I did this, but it cost me too much, so don't expect one next year.
But it's crazy at the same time. Like you get all these cards in the mail, and then you have like a stack of them. Like, what the hell am I gonna do with all these? Like, I mean, I remember when I was living in Georgia at the time. We had this house that was like it was sitting on obviously it was built, but it was sitting on these cinder blocks and stuff. And my mom and I think one day were going through our closet and we had this fucking like bag. It was a zipped bag, like a zip up bag that was filled with like cards that I've gotten over the years, like when I was little, from when I was born, from like into like my birthday and all this stuff. And there was like a big fat bag of cards that people had sent me. Like, what the hell? This is crazy.
Yeah.
Well, you know what you should have said? What the hell are you saving these for?
Yeah, what do you save cards for? And like,
Well,
you know,
like
like
I
how
say-
people put like they'll receive a card and then like there'll be like a whole bunch of them like on their mantle above their fireplace. Like, what are you gonna do with these? Like, are you gonna put them in a damn like a notebook or laminate them or some shit, or damn like
Well,
save them? Like, what are you gonna do with these?
Holiday cards are kind of disposable, but like I say, especially when you have children, you'll save stuff like Father's Day cards, birthday cards, stuff like that, because this is your children's history. This is their memories and stuff of them being young and growing up. So you'll tend to keep those kind of cards around. I still have
Yeah.
Father's Day cards when my kids were elementary school, even though all of my children are your age, TJ. So
Right.
like I say, it's I can say it's a personal thing on the card and the reason why the card was sent. Now, going back to like Christmas cards, a lot of time this is how people kept up their address books when people used to keep address books. You get the envelope, you go get your address book out, and you wrote down that address to make sure you was able to keep up where everybody was at every year. Make sure you had a current address on them. But like I
Yeah.
say, they're all electronic, and you know, you misplace your phone, you can't even call your mama.
Uh,
You know,
John's talking about how he used to put them in his locker, and then
Mhm.
like you don't throw away mail when you're in the cage. It's your link to the outside world.
yeah. Like I say, it depends on your circumstances. Like I say, when you get a handwritten card or a card that has some handwriting in it, it shows a personal touch to the individual who gets that card.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the difference. Like it's not, and that's probably the purpose of it, that you are reaching out to that person on a personal level.
I don't know, man. Like when I get a card in the mail, it's like, you know, it's like I always, you know how people send money to you, like and you open the card, like, where's the money? Where's the money? I don't want a card, I want the money. I don't know. I just kind of maybe need to start thinking differently. Like, it's cool that you sent money, but nice that you wrote this nice card or whatever.
So nowadays, you rather them send you a Cash App, huh?
Yeah.
The Cash App me, Venmo me, you know, Zelle.
Yeah, I just need money.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
tell
want a card,
people
I just want the
I don't
money.
have none of those apps on my phone. I can't Zelle you nothing. When it comes to money, it is personal with me.
Okay,
Yeah.
everybody that wants a
When it
Christmas
comes to
card
money,
from
I
me,
need to see your face, and I need to hand it to your hand when it comes to money. If I'm giving you money,
Yeah, exactly.
'cause
anybody
that's
that wants a
personal with
Christmas
me.
card from me, print screen in a minute and just hang it on your mantelpiece.
Like,
There you
I don't know, like with my mom, like
That's perfect, David.
like in the way of our phone, like our phone usage and our phone bills and stuff. My mom will like Zelle us like money for her half of the phone bill or whatever, because like I guess she's on our plan or whatever, or we're on her plan or whatever. So she'll like Zelle us her half of the payment or whatever.
Yeah, when it comes to money, it's personal with me, TJ. So I need to see you,
Yeah.
because the last face you may see is mine when you don't pay me back.
Yeah, and see that's what happened to me. That's what happened to me a lot of the times when I was in high school. Like people would ask me for money, and I would just give it to them, and I would never see it again. Like they would never pay me back.
Before I met Laura, I had 4 jobs.
You were a
2
rich man, huh,
full-time
Dave?
hours, and 2 of them were part-time hours. I was rolling in money, and I used to lend it out like, yeah, don't worry about it. Just pay me back when you can. When I lost my job, when I got stabbed and I lost my job and lost,
Yeah, you
lost
got
all my jobs.
deliveries. You laid it down in the
Not
front.
one person offered to help me out.
on your
Even when
front
my
steps,
brother got
looks like it's coffee
compensation,
or something or whatever.
not a penny of it back.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
I'm always
Don't lend out money if you can't afford not to get it back.
Well, I never.
Yeah, I don't know.
At the
My
time,
mom
I could
always,
afford it.
yeah, she always taught me to say, like, when people ever ask me for money, like, sorry, I don't have any money to lend or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not a hard ass with my money, but I'm like, if I give you money, I want to ask for it back because I said I just gave you the money. That's the word gave. I gave you this
Yes.
money. Now go away. 'Cause I don't want to hear the excuses later on. Where's my money?
Where's my
So
money, man? Where's my money?
That's right. Where's my money?
That's like,
I
that's
gave you
like
money,
that.
I gave you money.
That's like that Family Guy episode when Stewie gave Brian
Yeah.
some money. and he
Where's
never
my
paid
money?
it back.
Where's my money?
He lit his ass on fire with a damn blowtorch. That was hilarious.
That's just the mindset I have, and I tell people, I said, if you really don't have it to give, don't give it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're anticipating to get the money back, you're setting yourself up for bitterness and betrayal.
I don't think I ever got that memo, Jonathan, really, to be honest.
My new rule is, if I lend you money and you don't pay it back, don't bother asking again.
You're going down if I don't get the money. I'm going to beat you into oblivion like Stewie did to Brian.
Actually, I need to get a compilation of TJ laughing for a couple of hours. And if you don't pay me back, I'll just play that and say, you're going to pay me back? Because I'm going to keep playing it until you pay me back.
Yeah, I know, right? That's awesome.
What's it up? Give it. Come on. Give it. Come here. Yeah, yeah.
Maybe that's what Ukraine should do.
Yeah.
They should get a video with a compilation of TJ laughing and just play it over megaphones where Russians are taking over. The Russians will sleep off. Just a constant blast of TJ laughing.
Yeah. That would be great. That would be great.
Psychological warfare right there.
That's it. That's it.
Every time Russia threatened America, they just put a picture of TJ up and they'll go, no, fuck off.
That's funny. That's great.
I heard you say you got rain up there today, Paul.
Yeah, it's gonna rain all day. It's raining on and off, just sprinkling right now, but the heavy stuff is coming my way.
Uh-oh. We got rain coming this weekend. I got to get out and fly this afternoon and then get that done because it's supposed to be raining this weekend pretty much and into Monday and Tuesday next week.
Yeah, the rain that Paul's getting actually goes across, and it goes across Canada. It's coming all the way over to the UK and parts of Europe.
That's what Lance just got hit with. What Paul's got is that they call the Asmacferret River.
Yeah,
and it drops down. It drops down out of the Gulf of Alaska, across top of the lower parts of Canada, and it sweeps from the west and it goes across to the Midwest. And Paul would be lucky. Hopefully, they don't get one of those. We call those things that come out of Canada. Basically, it's a cold front, and it turns into ice.
And we still have power outages, and that came through on Tuesday night. And there are still places in the Seattle area that do not have power, and schools.
Right.
There's still schools that haven't, have been shut down since Wednesday, and they're expecting another one tonight.
Yeah, well, like I said, they're sweeping across from the US over to us.
Mm-hmm.
But where it's coming across, it's picking up the warmer winds now. So we've gone from the snow and the ice now to this rain, and on top of the rain, we've got the ice melting. So we're expecting a lot of flooding over here.
Now let me ask you this, David. Now now here on the West Coast, we talk about jet streams a lot, and that's
Yes.
how the weather patterns go across. So
Yep.
where does your weather come out? Does it come off the Greenland, Iceland area, or do you get it off the main European continent?
No, it comes across from you guys.
Yeah, I know, but I mean,
it
there's
follows
just
the
other
jet
places where
streams.
it would either dissipate or carry additional strength once it gets midway across the Atlantic.
Yeah, it sort of builds and it comes across. Sometimes if it hits Greenland, it's going to miss us. Normally, if it's going to be a cold front, it'll go up and over the top and then come back down on the east coast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for when it comes from you guys, it's normally winds and rain and stuff. If it comes on the continent of Europe, it's going to be very cold and very dry.
So you guys get like the Midwest gets here, where they get the weather from out of Canada and also out of the Gulf.
Answer the phone. It's Justin.
Oh God, not Justin.
It kind of butts up against each other sometimes.
Answer the phone. It's Justin.
Yeah, when it comes in off Europe, we call that the beast from the east because that's when it gets really, really cold. And if it we've had it where it's come from the east and actually clipped a front coming from the US, and that causes them what they call a snow bomb.
You're right.
You just get buried in it.
Yeah. Here in the US, we call that Tornado Alley.
Yeah, we just call it a Scottish breeze.
Yeah, we got Tornado Alley here when you get weather that from the north that bumps up against the Gulf weather, and it's just tornadoes from Texas to Ohio.
Yeah, so
Washington
at the
State
moment,
normally gets our weather from the west normally, so out from the Pacific Ocean. Not always.
Yeah,
but
we get our stuff out of the Gulf of Alaska, or back in the old days used to call the Pineapple Express. Remember that term, Lance?
Yep, they still use that. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, the jet stream at the moment.
Hawaiian Islands.
Yeah.
I just saw that video that notification just popped up on my phone. Billy Kyle just put out a video about a rant with the TFRs. Shouldn't affect drone flight.
I have to watch that. If he's just ranting, that's probably because he must have had a job and he couldn't get it done because of the TFR. And that's because, guess what? You live in a state where the president hangs out. And it ain't going to change much with the new president because he has property there in Pennsylvania. So every time Trump wants to go up to, was it Bedminster? There's going to be a TFR up in the Philadelphia, New Jersey area.
And TFR stands for temporary flight restriction.
Oh, good job, TJ. You remember. Good job. That was a couple months ago. You remember.
He's been working on that ever since, Lance.
You know what?
Okay, TJ, tell him what you've done now. You've got a pin board behind you, haven't you? With it all on there.
He's got a sticker on the monitor up there that tells what a TFR is.
Now, TJ, that is proof that if you study, you can get your Part 107.
You can memorize.
Memorize it.
Okay, TJ, what does LNER stand for?
LNER?
Yeah.
London North Eastern Railway.
No, line. What is it? L what? LN.
It's the London and North Eastern Railway.
Oh, is that what it is for real?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the main line that runs up the east coast of England to Scotland, and then we got the west coast, which they just call the main line. Yeah. It's the main artery railway.
Oh, I would have never guessed that.
No.
Yeah, I did realise that. That was why I asked.
Brian said take your 107 test before you forget that. Pineapple Express.
Yeah, that's a fruity train.
Yeah.
I just realised something. It's actually warmed up out there, and I've got the fucking heating on. You know.
In fact, David, I think in the old days it was the GWR.
No, that's the Great Western Railway. That runs from London to Devon and Cornwall,
Oh, is that on the
South Wales.
right?
London, the LNER is the real old name for the old company that used to run it,
Yeah, I know that.
and now the government using it. Well, they temporarily own it.
There used to be one that had an M in it for Midlands as well.
TJ, what does TTFN stand for?
TTFN, temporary trans flight something.
No. That's half an hour. It's a British say tata is goodbye. So it's tata for now.
No, tata. Oh, yeah. Doi. That's funny.
You're going to get all these put in your head. Now someone's going to ask you what the other one was. You'd be like, tata, no. London, no.
Is there something about London, somewhere, train?
Is it a railway line?
Something to do with trains? I don't know. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah,
then.
just-
What does Amtrak stand for?
The what?
What does Amtrak stand for?
Amtrak. I never knew there was a thing for it.
Yeah, it's the American Railway something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, American Railway something.
Isn't it the American Trans?
I don't know. Continental summit.
Yeah, Transcontinental or something. Yeah.
Yep. What does TMI stand for?
Too much information.
There you go.
Man, it's gotten cold here. I went out. I walked outside this morning to move my car so she could leave for work. I was like, "Holy shit, it's fucking cold out here." The temperature, I think, is like 65 degrees. Yeah,
Wow.
65 degrees.
Cold. Minus fucking 5 is cold.
Yeah.
When you open the front door and there's a snowman sat there going, "Let me in, it's fucking cold."
I'm freezing my Royal Buster Found mayonnaise off out here.
You know,
You ever
it's
seen
too
that
cold.
movie? You ever seen that movie Cool Running?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's a pretty good movie.
Zanka, you're dead?
Freezing off my Royal
Yeah,
Buster
man.
Found. Yeah, man. He's sitting there inside the damn freezer
Bobsled.
truck, whatever. He's like,
Bobsled.
I'm freezing off my Royal Buster Found mayonnaise.
It's a bobsleigh, TJ. A bobsleigh.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
they're in a freezer truck practicing for the snow.
And it's based on a true film. On a true
His
story.
hair freezes and he breaks a
It
piece
is.
of his hair off.
Barbados did have a bobsleigh team one year.
Jamaica.
Yeah, Jamaica. No, I didn't. She did it all on her own. Feels like it's dropping again.
Mark, you're upside down.
Am I?
Yeah, it's minions the right way.
yeah.
I'm pretending to be Dominic.
I'm pretending to be Dominic.
That's how Dominic sleeps. Upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 degrees.
And the four tops.
Hmm.
What are you going to do tomorrow when you wake up and it's 12 degrees?
I'm gonna text my boss. Be like, sorry, I can't come in today. It's too cold to be outside.
Yeah, we're going completely the other way. We're going from really, really cold to really, really warm for November.
Oh wow.
Well,
But there's no
till
going out sunbathing because with it comes the rain.
it's not. It's only till next weekend, and then it all goes cold again.
Not as cold as it has been.
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans, what about him?
Michael was saying, "Hey, chat and panel. What was that program Chris Evans had on Saturday maybe nights and hosted celeb guests and live music and had a chronomistic name."
Well, chronomistic means something to do with time.
12 degrees in Georgia. Holy shit. Jonathan said going back to sleep. Good night.
How the bloody hell have you two got on that perch? It's a perch for one, dickhead. We have a little toy perch thing that's made for one bird. And one's on the top and the other ones are hanging upside down so they can both sit on it.
Perhaps it's turning into a vampire bat.
Not surprising.
Acronym. Oh, acronym? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't OTT, was it?
That's over the top.
Yeah, that was what's it, wasn't it? Him that did Tiz was, I think. And Chris Tarrant.
Well, I guess it's wound down enough that we could call it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like we just talk so much, and then everybody just gets silent. Like,
Everybody's talked
Justin,
out.
what do you
I know
think?
you can go
Hey,
forever.
Justin, what do you
We
think?
bored them all to death.
Yeah. Okay, everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. We'll
What do
see
you-
all of you again later
What do you
today.
think, Justin?
Joe
do you
is
think?
going to be doing his football game.
You got a game tonight.
So everybody take care. Have a great one. Dre, thanks for being
See
here.
you.
Lance, Mark, David, TJ.
PJ,
Thank you.
TTFN.
Murray.
TTFF. Ta-ta for now.
Bye for now.
See you guys.